Rohit on BCCI making domestic cricket mandatory, you hardly have any time. India captain Rohit Sharma has said that it is important for the players to have enough rest and stay fresh for international engagements, even as he agreed that the BCCI was right in making it mandatory for members of the national team to play domestic cricket. The guideline on domestic cricket participation was one of 10 from the BCCI that emerged this week, ostensibly in response to India's poor recent run of test results. Rohit was heard to say during a press interaction in Mumbai that his teammates had expressed some concerns over some of the guidelines, including the restrictions on families travelling with the players. Rohit was speaking at a press conference where India's Champions Trophy squad was announced. But his comments about these concerns, as well as wanting to discuss them with the BCCI secretary, were directed to Ajit Agarkar, the chair of the men's selection committee, ahead of the formal start of the press conference. Agarkar in turn told reporters that the BCCI's new guidelines were not a diktat or punishment. Rohit told the press conference that while he understood the BCCI's call, there had not been much opportunity for India players to play domestic cricket of late, and none of them were taking their spots in the team for granted. In the last 6-7 years, if you go back and see our calendar, there hasn't been a time where we were sitting at home for 45 days and there is cricket going on, Rohit said. You do get that time when you finish the IPL and if there's nothing happening right after that. But if you see our domestic season, it starts in October, maybe September, and it gets over by February to March. And that is the time India plays a lot of international cricket as well. So, guys who are not playing certain formats and have time, and then there is domestic cricket happening, then they will play. But the last 6-7 years, I can at least tell about what has happened with me since I've started playing test cricket regularly, which is from 2019, you hardly have any time. When you play so much international cricket through the year, you need some time off as well as a cricketer just to refresh, get your mind right, just to be ready for the upcoming season. But we have addressed it now and nobody takes it for granted or anything like that. Rohit, who last played a domestic first-class game in September 2016, will be playing Mumbai's next Ranji Trophy match, against Jammu and Kashmir, next week. Among India's test regulars, Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja and Rishabh Pant are also set to play in the next round of games. Agarkar conceded that it is difficult for players who play all formats to take part in domestic cricket but insisted that such guidelines are placed to strengthen the Indian domestic system. We'll probably talk about